join us on Thursday, August 22nd for the highly anticipated live launch of Total Recall, a sensation that sold out at this year's Magic Live. From Liam Levinan, the brilliant mind behind the best-selling effects Inverto and Ishihara Test, this is an event you won't want to miss. So join us this coming Thursday at 7 p.m. BST on YouTube and Facebook.
Hi guys, and welcome to this week's Alakazam Live. So yes, we have got a live launch happening this Thursday at 7 p.m. So make sure you join us on Facebook and YouTube. So this was another one of our Magic Live releases. We had 5. Sticks has already come out. That was released last week or the week before. Nearly sold out of those. The second one we're releasing is this one called Total Recall, so don't miss it. It's a phenomenal trick. Right, so let's get on with this week's live. I've got 2 special guests. In fact, I've got my co-host, Mr. Wayne Goodman, and our special guest and a good friend of mine, Mr. Mike Sullivan. How are you all?
Good.
Very good, thank you. Very good. How are you, Mike?
I'm good. How are you, Wayne?
I'm all right. How are you, Pete?
I'm very well. You sound a little bit low on the audio, Wayne.
Talk for a minute. Because mine was the only microphone we didn't check beforehand. I did feel a bit neglected. I was like, oh yeah, it'll be all right, whatever. Mike was taking the mickey out. So.
I've just turned you up.
He turned you down when you was telling us all those jokes.
Yeah. So, guys, what have you two been up to? Let's kick off with Wayne.
I've just been busy. I've just been doing shows. Oh, where's he gone? He's just gone. He just left us two. Mike,
I'm here. I'm here.
I've been busy. I've done. I've been doing a couple of shows recently. I did a couple of shows in Japanese, which was very interesting. It was really good. It was for Japanese students in the UK. The first one was all male, all 17 years old, and they were very. I didn't think they were that tough actually until I did the second one, when I realised just how easy the second group was. But I had a little idea. If anyone's doing something in a foreign language, I did for the second group. I did colour psychology, and what I did was I went on Google Translate and translated it into Japanese, into kanji, and then just made sure I put them back in the right. So I did them, but put them into the right pockets, because I don't need to speak the language to be able to do the trick. So if you're performing to a group of foreign nationals, as long as you set it up right, it worked, and it worked perfect. It was beautiful. It worked really, really well. So
great.
nice little idea.
Just
shows how diverse psychology is. It's such a good routine.
Yeah, such a solid routine. That was another one we sold out of at Magic Live. In fact, for some reason, a few people were buying 2 of them.
Ooh.
Well, there are a couple. So I've noticed this on my own shop, and I've also noticed it on Alakazam when I've spoken to people and they said, "Oh, I bought this or I bought that." That some people do buy 2 of everything, one as a backup or one to go in an extra case. So that they've always got it. You know, they've got 2 showcases that it's in both cases, so they've always got it. To be fair, I wouldn't mind getting another one to have in my because I've got one in one case, but to stick one in the other case would be really useful.
It's one of those effects that I would definitely, personally, for me, I would buy 2 of. I would only use one, but the other one as a backup, because it's one of those things that I don't think I would ever want to be without.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Even if I don't perform it that often, it's something that I want to know is there, because it's such an incredible piece of magic. The pack small, plays big. I love, I'm not going to say too much about it, but your take on the routine that we'll be releasing when we re-release the product. And I said this before, whether you've bought Colour Psychology from us or Adam Wilbur, any additional routines we get, including Wayne's, will be including, and you'll be able to get that free of charge. But your routine, I think, is great. It gives it more of a freedom chair test type feel, where they're making other decisions as well.
You're not restricted by the normal restrictions. That's what I found out.
Yeah.
I will just quickly add, though, just so there's no confusion about what we're talking about here. When we say, "Oh, I'll get a second set," that's not because you're going to wear these out or they're going to look ruined.
No.
These, if you look after them, these wallets will last you forever. They are beautifully made, beautifully stitched. They are, and if you look after them and you're not just throwing them on the floor or whatever, then they are going to last you for the whole of your career. They are so beautifully made. The reason I would have two is one in one box, one in the other. But I don't want anyone to be watching this thinking,
you need two, they're going to break.
It's going to run out, it's going to break, or so. Yeah, it's not the case at all.
No, and the only reason I would want a backup, and this has happened to me before, is I've just left something at a gig, or something's happened, someone's walked up with a prop, and there's certainly, if you know Magic, if you've been into Magic a long while, how many things have we bought over the last 25 years that you go, oh, I'd love to do that again, and you just can't get it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's always nice if there's a routine. I know there was something that Nick Einhorn said a few years ago, which really stuck with me, and that is, during one of his lectures, he said, get yourself a couple of wash bags, right? Just like normal wash bags, and in there put a close-up set. And have one of those bags in your car, so you're never without a show. If you need to do a show, you're never without it. And I always thought that was such a great idea, you know. So you have your card to wallet in there. Make sure you've got a deck of cards. Make sure you've got your pen. If you use like odd coloured cards or double faced or whatever, have a supply of those in there. But Colour Psychology is something that will fit into that wash bag.
Yeah.
And with that little wash bag, you've got a 15-20 minute show that's just sitting in the back of your car in case you need it.
Yeah, it's really good advice.
You know, I've got stuff in Jenny's car, I've got stuff in my car, and if I need it, and I very rarely do, but if you do,
it's there.
It's there. You know?
I tried putting one in my neighbour's car, but they weren't very happy about it. Apparently, my next door neighbour, I've got boundary issues.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I read it in a diary. I don't know what's going on there.
Oh, my God. Right.
It's going to be like this.
Moving along. So this
Michael, you cannot criticise my jokes, Michael. I've heard your joke. You cannot criticise mine.
I'm no joke teller.
So
I own up to that.
So moving along quickly, because you're going to show us a couple of tricks today, Wayne.
Yep, I've got a couple here set up ready to go.
Okie dokes. But before we do that, I just want to say, I mean, I've already mentioned that this coming Thursday at 7 o'clock on Facebook and YouTube, we've got the live launch of one of our Magic Live releases called Total Recall. But next Thursday, the 29th, we've got a very special guest coming down to the Academy. Now, the tickets are not up for sale yet, but they should be up for sale later on this evening. So here to tell us a bit more about it is one of, I would say, at the moment, one of my favourite entertaining magicians to watch.
Ooh.
So let's take a look here.
Hello, you wonderful people. I am going to be performing my brand new Alakazam live lecture on the 29th of August. Yes, it's my Alakazam live lecture number 2, so make sure you book those tickets. I'm going to be performing my coin matrix, which I'm not known for coin matrix at all, but I think you'll really enjoy it. And yes, I think it will actually, it could fool you quite badly actually. I'm going to be performing my bottle through table. I'm going to show you the techniques, all the subtleties, the gags, and showing you actually how to perform it properly. I'm going to do story deck, which is great for close-up, but it's also really good for stage, especially on camera. So I think you'll really enjoy the story deck there. I'm going to perform my coin under watch routine, which is great for like the drinks reception. Gets a massive reaction. I'm also performing, I'm going to teach you my card out of mouth. Now, my card out of mouth routine is where the deck of cards does not go in your mouth, which I think is a bit of a giveaway when you actually do that, so I think you'll enjoy that. Also going to be teaching you how to do stand-up magic. That's where you actually get people to stand up at the table, and you can get this like Colosseum effect where some people are sat down, other people from the other tables are stood up, and we're teaching why you should do this. Yeah, so there we go. I'm also teaching you some tips on stage, stage presence, and the way I sort of think and how I put my stage routines together. So yeah, please join me on the 29th of August at the Alakazam Live Lecture number 2. I'll see you there.
Really looking forward to that. Really looking forward. And also, if you're an unlimited member, he is going to be hanging around. Tom's going to be hanging around the following day or the day before to film a journeys and a few other bits for Unlimited as well. And I think this morning we recorded Tom's Desert Island Tricks as well. And I just want to say, actually, talking about Desert Island Tricks, if you've not heard it, part 2 of Darren Brown is now online, which is great. And also, if you're unaware, we've just started doing Desert Island Tricks Stranded with a Stranger. So that goes out on a Tuesday or Wednesday. It's a short little 15-20 minute Desert Island Tricks, but it's your Desert Island Tricks. So each week we basically, Jamie reads out your Desert Island Tricks. So if you're interested in having yours on there and read out, all you need to do is send an email to sales@alakazam.co.uk with the subject line My Desert Island Tricks. That will get forwarded to Jamie, and what you should include in your email is a small sort of bio of yourself, also your 8 tricks and a reason why you chose those tricks, 1 book and 1 non-magic item you use for magic, and you may be read out on a Desert Island Tricks Stranded with a Stranger.
Cool.
It's a really good exercise. I don't know if you guys you've done it, Wayne, haven't you? You've been on Desert Island Tricks.
Mine's coming up at some point.
Have you recorded yours?
Not yet.
I tell you what, it's a really good exercise to sit there. And let me just explain this as well. It's not 8 tricks that you would take that will help you get off the island. So don't go, I'll take Professor's Nightmare because I can use the rope to build a raft and this, that and the other. It's not that. It's about if you could only perform 8 tricks for the rest of your life, what 8 tricks would they be? Now, bearing in mind,
it's a hard question.
It is. When you actually sit there and think about it and try and get it down to 8. Now, also, they don't have to be routines that I had 1 or 2 in mind, I think, that were routines that I've learned, but I've never been as good at them as I wanted to be. So they were things that, so you could say, you know, one of the tricks I would take will be David Copperfield's flying or whatever.
Right.
You know, it could be anything, but it's your top tricks. It's best if they are tricks that you do perform, because then you're going to have a reason why you've chose it.
Sure.
And why. But it could be something you just admire. And you know what? If I was stranded on a desert island, I've got all the time in the world to learn it. This is something I'd love to learn, and this is the reason why. So we would love to hear from you guys. Send your emails in sales@alakazam.co.uk with a subject line My Desert Island Tricks, and we would forward that straight on to Jamie Dawes.
Cool.
So Mike, that's
Yes,
our counter, hopefully going up.
It is going up.
Mike,
Yes.
you're here to drop off some more of
Snooker sorcery.
dun dun dun. So anyone that's been waiting, I'm not sure if they're on the site yet, but
They are. Harry put them on as
cool.
we came here. It's going really well through Alakazam.
It's a great trick.
It is a great trick. It's very difficult when someone who actually makes the trick says it's a great trick. But yeah. I am biased, but you know, Wayne is obviously the genius behind the trick, not myself. And it is a great trick. I perform this. This is one of my go-to effects. This will probably go in my desert island disc, to be quite honest with you, because it's like everything else, packed small, plays big, and it comes with its own little wash bag.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can put the other tricks in with it. So yeah, I love it to bits. But yeah, they're back in stock. Harry's put them back on to the website. So yeah.
Mike,
Fill your
if people
boots.
don't know what it is, do you want to tell them quickly what it is in case people
Yeah,
don't know
sure.
what
I
it is?
mean, there is a trailer, isn't there?
Let me get the trailer. But
Do the trailer. Trailer's
I've got a question for you, Michael.
okay.
So-
Peter, that means I'm in trouble.
This was featured on Wayne's A Kind of Magic
It was.
TV show.
Yes.
So, was it Wayne's effect, or was it Pat Page's, or where did the idea? Because obviously the psychopsychometry routine is, I mean,
Maurice
it's based
Fogel.
on Fogel's bags.
Yeah. Yeah.
But who created the snooker ball routine?
I'm not 100% sure on this
'Cause-
one. I think it was a joint.
With Pat and Wayne.
Pat and Wayne. Wayne has got this ability to take a prop and make it interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got Maurice Fogel's even I can't say it. Psychopsychometry trick, which at the time I think used like different objects. People would have a set of keys or a banknote or something like that, and they were all put into bags. And then he would gain whose object belonged to who, which was great. It was a great trick, and that was the method used for the snooker trick on A Kind of Magic.
Yeah.
What Wayne and Pat brought to the table, and I'll use them as a collective because I'm not 100% sure. I'll probably get back on Wayne and go, it was all me, mate. But first of all was the queuing system. So if you're not aware, you can get an instant stooge to do this with you, as Alex Higgins did in the A Kind of Magic routine. But they don't know how you know whose ball belongs to who.
Yeah.
So there's a dual layer. I mean, you could call it dual reality in some respect, but there is a dual layer to it. There's two methods to the trick, which means you can get a CEO, you could get a bloke out the pub and say, "Oh, come and help me do this with my mates." You can even, I've done it on a couple of occasions where I instant stooge someone as they're sitting with me.
Yeah.
I took that inspiration from Mark Elsden's limelight trick.
Yeah.
So you can do all this sort of stuff with it. And going back to the original routine that was on A Kind of Magic, it used 6 people. We've cut it down to 4, and the reason we did that is, first of all, we wanted it to be a bit more dynamic, a bit more quicker. You know, people's attention spans are not as they used to be.
Yeah.
There's some music playing.
Yeah, it's an ice cream van.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Right, excuse me a minute. No, I'm joking. And then, so he used 6 people, but you can use 5. So you get 4 snooker balls with it, 4 bags. But you can use 5 people. The third person is the one who does all the admin. You know, gets them to choose the ball out of the bag, collects them at the end, hands them to you to divine whose ball belongs to who, etc. So it plays big on stage, really big on stage, but it also plays really well close up. We changed the method. So it's not the same as Spectrumless, which was the trick we brought out with World Magic Shop, based on the actual routine from A Kind of Magic, and Maurice Fogel's method. We actually changed the method, so you can now do it close up. So
which is great.
Which is great. I think which is what made it more popular.
Yeah.
And the fact that you get everything, so you can perform it straight out the box, which is really important nowadays because people don't have snooker balls lying about.
No, that's it.
Things
Well,
like
we've
that.
got the trailer here, but before we
Let's
go
do the
into
trailer.
that, I've got a couple of things.
Andy Chase says it's amazing, and you're
Yeah.
absolutely right, Andy, and I'm glad you enjoy it.
So Sandy Wilson says, afternoon folks, just been re-watching the Casino Con tutorial. You advising that you would be filming a breakdown video combining what happens in Vegas, Casino Con and Jokers. Now I did show you Casino Con and Jokers earlier, Mike.
You did. Do you know what? That Casino Con is amazing, and Jokers is the best wildcard routine I've seen. I mean, you know, it's up there with Tommy Wonders. It was great. I'm definitely having those.
Well, at Casino Con, I don't think the trailer does it justice. I think you've got to be there to see it because there's so many moments of magic. It's like bang, bang.
Well,
bang.
the second I saw it, and I sat there looking at it, and I went, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna take this, and I'm going to see Wayne on Friday, and Wayne still loves. He adores watching magic, and I think he's gonna go nuts when he sees this.
Yeah, it's great. So Sandy, I am getting round to filming it. It has been busy the last couple of months, so I haven't really been able to film anything. But I am going to film it. I've got a nice way to structure all 3 together, which will create...
they would make an amazing routine.
Yeah, and there's a few different ways of doing it as well that I'll explain. Ways that if you've just got Casino Con and Jokers, the way you can move from one to the other, and cutting out phases if you want to. And
another good one would be what happens in Vegas. That could.
Yeah, that's the other one.
Yeah. Oh right. Okay.
Con,
I can't see all the.
Casino. Yeah. What happens in Vegas, Casino Con and Jokers.
Brilliant.
But the good thing is, if you've got What Happens in Vegas Jack of Hearts edition, if you watch our video blogs, I did actually perform a routine on there using What Happens in Vegas as the card selection. So you can perform that first, then use that Jack to go into Jokers.
Yeah.
And then you can just bring out some more Jokers. I've got some other Jokers here, and then go into Casino Con. So, yeah, I will be filming that. It's going to be quite a decent sized video as well, because I'm going to talk about different options of getting into one from the other. So that was that. Hope that answered your question. I've got a question for Mike.
Wow.
Mike, it says, I watched episode 2 of A Kind of Magic. Any funny behind the scenes stories with the Ringo Rabbit puppet?
Any funny? There probably is. Sorry, Magic Man. I don't know specific stories.
Was it I know that
it was a
the
spitting
puppet
image
was-
puppet.
Yeah, and who was the puppeteer? Was he a spitting image puppeteer or?
I don't think so. Do you know what? I have so much information, I forget stuff. Coombs. I can't remember his first name. If you look at the credits, you'll see who the puppeteer was. It was the voice was based on I think a Beatle. Right. I'm not 100% sure on that, but he has a Liverpudlian accent. no surprise there. Unfortunately, what I do know is what happened to him after the shows finished. He was put in a cupboard and basically rotted away.
What,
Which,
at
the actual
ITV or?
Yeah, or Central or wherever it was, and yeah, it was completely destroyed. However, you can buy Ringo Rabbit from Steve Axtell.
Yeah.
So if you look on Axtell's website, you can buy. There's two versions. They do a version which is completely animatronic, which is brilliant. He's Ringo in a hat. Or you can buy a full size version which has the whole body. And Steve done a fantastic job of reproducing him, and yeah, it's amazing. I'll have to ask Wayne, and it could be another episode of live. I'm not 100%. I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's loads and loads of stories,
Yeah.
but I don't know any offhand. I'm afraid. Sorry, I can't answer your question.
All right. So anyway, we have got the trailer for Snooker Sorcery. Shall we take a look at that?
Yeah, let's do it.
And then
Let's
we're
do
going
it.
to come back with a trick from Mr. Goodwin.
Okay, so we're going to try a little experiment. Okay, I'm going to give you all a little bag.
Thank you.
And it will become very apparent in a minute what you need this for. There you go. On the table, I have 4 snooker balls and a bigger bag. And I'm going to place the balls into the big bag, give them a mix up. This is what I want you to do. I will turn my back. You will take any random ball and hold it in your closed fist just for now. Then pass the bag to Emma. She will do the same, Pete, and you will get whatever left. Okay? And then just let me know when you're done. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody doing it?
We're all doing it. Hang on one sec.
Pete and Andy, and if you hand me the big bag once you've done, that would be great. Fantastic. Is it okay to turn around?
Yep.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is you're going to take a sneak peek at the colour of the ball that you've got. I then want you to place that ball into the little bag and just pull the ties. Okay?
Yep.
Tell me when you're done. Everybody looking at the colours.
Yeah.
Place them in the
All
bag.
done.
Done.
Pull the ties. Brilliant. Harry, can you do me a big favour?
Yep.
You're going to collect the bags. So put your bag in the big bag. And then Emma's, then your dad's, and then Andy's. Okay, so at the moment, Andy's is potentially at the top of the bag. So give them a good rummage and mix them up. Proper mix around. And then the idea is for me to try and work out which colour belongs to which person. I'm going to use a technique called NLP, which is eye contact, it's vocal analysis, it's body language, that sort of thing. So, Harry, what I want you to do is just to go into the bag and hand me any one of those small bags. Fantastic. So, the ball here is black. So, for the first time, we're going to use eye technique. I just want you to look at the ball, and now look at me. Look at the ball, and look at me. Look at the ball, look at me. Yeah, definitely gave it away. Okay, can you hand me another bag? Fantastic, and this colour is red. Okay, so this time we're going to use vocal analysis. So all I want you to do is say red.
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 I don't know why I asked you.
Red.
Keep you involved. Definitely yours. One more bag. Okay, and for this one we're going to use, if I can open it, body language. I want you to hold the ball for me, Emma and Andy. Emma. One more time, Andy. Yeah, we'll come back to that one. Just leave that there. There's one bag left. For this one, which is the green ball, we're going to use a series of techniques, the whole thing in combination. So first of all, look at me, look at the ball, look at me, say green,
Green.
and hold it. Andy, look at the ball, look at me, say green,
Green.
and hold it. That's yours. And I think that's yours. So Harry, you've got the big bag. Can I have it? Now, I haven't asked if you're right, but if you are, please put the ball back in the bag.
Full house.
Instant reset.
Nice.
So that's Snooker Sorcery. We've got a few of those in stock now. Very
Yes.
well done.
Yes,
Do you
Quick
finish off
question.
every performance by saying instant reset?
I do, absolutely.
Nice.
No toilet reset.
I was
You
just
want
about to
one?
ask about the reset for it. What's the reset like for it?
What's the reset?
Yeah.
Oh, it's abysmal. I'll have to tell everybody it's abysmal. I just wanted to point out that, I mean, obviously that's the close-up version, so, you know, you're pretty much sort of like near the people. But you can also do the queuing system close-up as well.
Yeah.
And the queuing system does add another level. It does make it really, really clean and interesting, because you've got someone in the party who's a friend or whatever, and many a time I've walked away and you can hear them going, "When did you set that up? When did you do it?" "Oh, we've only just set it up just now." "How do you know which balls?" "I don't know which balls. He told me." "How did he tell you?" "Oh, I can't tell you that, you know, because now there's this thing that they're involved, and it's and you do it in the patter. You know, when you're instant stooging, you say, you know, keep the secret, because if they find
they're
out,
the ones doing the magic sort of thing.
absolutely. So it does make it, and obviously if you're doing a corporate event and you're on stage, you've got plenty of time in the green room or backstage to talk them through it, and it literally takes seconds to explain how to do it.
Yeah,
Seconds.
which is great.
Which is great, and I think that's what Wayne brought to the table.
Yeah.
Was this queuing system? It was
Lovely looking thing.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Bags.
Yeah, the
Lovely
props. Yeah, we one of the things that we wanted to make sure was, one, the props look good, because if you are doing a stage event, you do want it to look like, you know, they're paying you money to be there. You got to look like you're not using paper bags and stuff. And secondly, we wanted everything in the box, so that was the other thing that we added to it, was the snooker balls. And I must say, you know, we try to make things as cheap as we possibly can, but snooker balls, my word, how expensive are snooker balls. And but it does add to the fact that when you get the product, you get the box, you get everything, and you're ready to go.
Yeah.
And you can perform it within an hour of getting it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the shortest explanations I've done.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's great. So they're in stock now.
They are.
Talking about bringing things to the table, Wayne.
Yes.
Boom.
Ropes.
So what I thought, because me and Pete always talk about what we're going to do on the show, and I said, why don't, because we've got an announcement to make about this anyway, but this is for the Amazing Magic range. Now, a lot of these tricks in the Amazing Magic range, they're all fantastic, they're all great tricks. A lot of them I use when I'm working, and this is one of them. It's lovely to have a Professor's Nightmare that I can take doing close-up when I'm working in tables, and if there's kids at the table or there's adults at the table, you know, I do it with adults to get them to check out the ropes and stuff. I do the trick, but I'm not carrying around a huge set of ropes that fill out one of my pockets. I'm just going to do my Professor's Nightmare routine. So I have a long piece of rope. Now, normally, if I was with you, I would hand these out and you would check these out. There's a piece of rope. This is the first piece of rope. The second piece of rope is medium size, so it's a bit shorter, quite a considerable bit shorter than the last piece of rope. And the last piece of rope is very small compared to both others. In fact, if I compare it to the long one, you'll see that they hang down there. That is massive difference. And that one is also a massive difference there. So you can see very, very different sizes, and I'd have all of these examined. Now, the idea here is very, very simple. This is actually the first trick, and this isn't a gag now. This is the first trick I learned myself. I was taught a couple of coin things, but this is the first trick that I actually sat down and learned myself. We take the long piece of rope, we put the ends to the top, we take the small piece of rope, we put the ends to the top, we take the medium-sized piece of rope, and we put the ends to the top. So we have three ends here, and in the middle you can see there the small, the medium, and the long. Now, if I gather them up like this, you can see the small one, you can see the medium one, you can see the long one. If I blow gently, just like this, all three pieces of rope become exactly the same size, just like that. 1, 2, 3.
No
You've got
way.
the small one. No, it's Wayner. It says it there. You've got the small one here. You've got the medium-sized one over here, and you've got the long one over here. Now, this is not an optical illusion. It just looks like one. And if I gather, nobody ever laughs at that gag, by the way. It's my favourite joke. If I gather the ends back up together again, 1, 2, and 3, it's almost the same as last time. You can see the ends here, you can see the ends here, but now you can see the middles are all in one place down here. But it is like mass hypnosis, because when I click my fingers, just like that, everything goes back to how it was. We have a small piece of rope, we have a medium-sized piece of rope, and we have a very, very long piece of rope. And that is Professor's Nightmare.
So with that, Wayne, not only do they get the custom-made Professor's Nightmare, which can all be examined, but they get your full tutorial on video.
Yeah, so with me teaching on the video, I go through all the handling, including which...
That nice little touch that you did when you showed the ropes before you pulled them.
This bit here where you go 1, 2...
No, before that.
You know,
before that,
where you've got the small bit.
Yes, that's mine. Is that something that I've never seen anybody else do that? So you're here.
I did mention it to Peter when I saw it.
Yeah, it's a lovely little bit when you're here, and then you separate again and you show small, medium, and long.
Good little touch that.
Nothing's changed in their eyes, and in fact everything's changed. And then you're there. It's a lovely, and it's motivating as well, because then at the end, when you're here and you separate again, it's motivated because you're now going to do the same again without taking them apart. Though you're going to show the 3 middles all in the same place again, and it just reinforces the fact. And then when it goes back, it's so visual, it's so clean, it's so beautiful. And these are the Amazing Magic Range ropes. These aren't my own ones. These are the ones that come with the trick, and it's really, really good quality rope. It's like I wouldn't mind making a full-size stage set out of this rope. It's really, really good quality, and it's just going to again last you forever. I normally fold it in half, tie a knot in it. That then goes into my back pocket, and I'm good to do it.
Or your wash bag.
Or my wash bag, and again, it's instant reset. It's a great trick,
and not to be overlooked.
Under a tenner,
yeah.
Not to be overlooked. I've had chats with magicians recently, and we've talked about some tricks. Like everybody who knows me knows I love sponge balls. Right, I've got in every single bag, including my rucksack that goes everywhere with me. I've got 4 or 5 balls in there. I've got one here in my pocket right now. I'm always sponge balls for me is the number one thing. And I love doing tricks with the sponge balls. And a lot of magicians they turn their nose up at it. And things like the Professor's Nightmare, it's a bit old hat. Well, it is an old trick, and there's a reason why it's still known, because it's such a good trick.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you, I did that for the Japanese students. They went crazy for it. I did it at the beginning of the act, and at the end of the act, just before my penultimate trick, I did The Awakening by Dan Harlan. And I called back to it, and I say the one bit I don't like is when you wrap it all up together. It's a bit confusing, and then boom, it just doesn't happen anyway. But yeah, Professor's Nightmare is one that everyone should do. It should be in everyone's repertoire. And like I said, I take you through the complete handling of it from beginning to end, all the little nuancey bits, all the little moves, and the extra bits that count, and everything else. So you get a miracle with 3 pieces of rope that they can examine. It's the perfect trick.
And for under a tenner.
Under a tenner, yeah, that's a bargain.
Can't believe that.
Do you know what? We were discussing this before, Wayne. A lot of the Amazing Magic range, even though we bought them in, so we had stuff to sell to novices when they came in, they're all such strong routines. I think one of them you're going to show us now is Mystic Chips, or show us in a minute. That's when people come in the shop, it just freaks them out. Absolutely freaks them out.
Well, you've been there when I've done it in the shop. I've had people, professional magicians, say, "Oh, does that use this method or that method?" Yeah. And you go, no. And I think it was Andy Chase. When I first showed him, it might have been. I'm pretty sure it was Andy. Said, "Oh, is that electronic?"
Yeah.
No electronics at all. Nothing. It's such I think it was one of the gang. But yeah, it was. It's such a great. Well, I'll do it in a minute if you want.
Okie dokes. All right. Well, while you're getting set up for that, I've got another trailer. Now, this has been a hot seller. So, and I will say we've got about 6 in stock. So, if you're after one, now's the time.
I think when I created Liquefy, I liked it so much because it's so playful. Where it feels like it's completely unprepared, but super magical. And I think there's really nothing stronger than that. Taking something solid and turn it into a liquid thing. It is melted.
Wait, what the heck?
You know, I just make it look like it's soft. Oh my god. Wait, this is just so creamy, but this is just in your imagination. Because that ring never melted away.
Tobias is one of the most creative and brilliant magicians working today. Liquefy is a visual masterpiece that will literally melt your spectators' minds.
Oh my god, look at that. Wait, look. This just happened in your imagination.
Not only will your spectator be visually blown away,
because that ring is all the time solid.
but they'll really feel the ring actually melt in their own hand.
Yeah, I feel like it's melting.
After like a few seconds, it felt like a different shape.
I just want you to imagine it's getting softer, okay? When I just close this, you don't see it anymore, but you still feel it, okay? Check this out. Oh, yeah, it's already melting. You feel that? Yeah. Okay. Softer and softer. And it's funny because, yeah, oh my god. It's, at one point, it just feels like it's almost down there. And look. Oh, wait, look at this. This is just your imagination because it was just all the time. Just that ring.
You felt that too? Who are you?
It is examinable before and after the effect.
Like I felt like it was kind of melting. I was like, why is it changing? It didn't feel like a ring anymore.
This set comes with 8 gimmicks of different colors and 5 unique rings. It includes over 20 different ways to perform this visual toward the force.
It's just completely melted. But it's just your imagination because it was just all the time. Just that ring.
Tobias has created an easy to learn and incredibly fun to perform piece of visual magic, where seasoned magicians will melt minds.
Hey, Hubs, here, melt this. Snap, okay. Here you go. Here you go.
And even beginners can create lasting impressions.
Hey, Wes, can you melt this?
On its own, Liquefy is a powerful, quick, visual piece of magic. But combine it with any ring magic, and you have a visually stunning opener or closer to your routine.
Like in my hand, it felt like it was like flattening out. Is it actually hard? Yeah, it's hard.
Melt reality in the palm of their hand.
What's in my hand?
With Liquefy by Tobias Dosto.
I don't like it.
So good.
So good.
So good. So guys, if you're interested in one, I think we have a couple
Left.
in stock. Yeah.
I saw this 2 years ago in Blackpool. Tobias showed me. I was in the casino with Laura London and Caden Black, and I came out of the casino at 6 o'clock in the morning on the Sunday, and I've not done that for many, many years because, working on the stand and stuff like that. But this was the trick that kept me there, because he kept showing me it, and it was awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It's really, really good.
So yeah, if you haven't got it, get it. It's
and you do get all the
everything,
different gimmicks. Yeah, that's pleased me when I saw that, because usually they'll have it, buy
silver,
the red one, buy the
black
white one,
yeah.
but you get everything in there.
It's all
really,
there.
really cool. So that is Liquefy. They're in stock now. And Wayne.
Yes, sir.
We're back with another trick. Let me bring you up full screen.
Move that over there.
And you can film this on young Mike. Actually, let's bring you up split.
Split screen. Ooh.
What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to see if this will do this.
Hey,
look at that.
So I'm really annoyed though. Can you see this little black mark here?
I can.
Yeah, I was doing a gig the other day, and a kid took the Sharpie and just, for no reason, just dabbed it on the mat. So,
did Peter tell you about his thing with the close-up mat? Do you remember?
Yeah,
Magic.
I've still got a picture of it somewhere. I'm going to see.
See if you can find it. Show Wayne.
These close-up mats are great, and they're only about 25 quid anyway. But it just annoyed me, but I will have to get another one now. Mike, I got here some chips. Okay. Now we're not going to turn them over just yet. We are going to in a minute, but let's number them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And we're going to eliminate one of them. We're not going to eliminate. We're going to eliminate 5 of them. You're going to choose one of them to be the chosen one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6.
So one at a time, or do you want me to pick 5?
Just name one of them, and I will move it out.
Okay, number 4.
1, 2, 3. This one here, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to give you one chance. Do you want to change your mind? You can change it to another one if you want to.
Yeah, let's change it to 6.
So that's this one here.
Yeah.
You sure you want this one?
Yes.
You don't want to change your mind? Okay. Now, again, if you were here, I'm going to split it a little bit. If you were here, I would get you to do this.
Okay.
I'm going to leave it out of the way. If you'd have chosen this one.
Yep. Blue.
I was worried it wasn't going to show up on the camera. That one's blue.
Yep.
Okay. And if you'd have chosen this one, then
silver.
Yeah, I'll hold it up so you can see it.
Yeah. Okay.
If you'd chosen this one, have a guess.
Yellow.
Yes, that's amazing. Okay, that wasn't set up.
No, it wasn't set up. No. Oh, wait a minute. It's got to be red or green. I think it's going to be red.
It's actually gold.
Oh, gold. Okay. I thought they were going for primary colours. Okay.
Quite similar to the yellow.
Yeah, but you
we've
see
got
it's
silver
gold
over here though as well. And then the last one is orange.
Orange. Okay.
Orange, as in orange. You're glad you didn't pick that one. So. Orange, gold, yellow, silver, and blue. That does leave one colour left.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to have a guess at what colour this one is?
Red or green? I'll go for.
Well, which one are you going to go for?
Red.
Red, and it is.
Hey. I'm on fire today.
It matches my close-up mat.
It does.
Yeah.
Except for you need to put a little black dot on it though.
I did have a blue one as well in case I needed to, but yeah. So this little envelope has been here the whole time.
Sure.
It's fitted up. I don't know if you can see it. It's got a little tuck-in bit there.
Sure.
I'm gonna untuck it on camera. And do you believe in coincidence?
No.
No, me neither. That's a
coincidence.
It is just a coincidence that this card has got a red back. That isn't part of the trick. I will just show this to the camera to show that again. If you were here, you'd be able to examine this. There's nothing else inside there at all.
Sure.
But you did actually change your number.
I did for the yellow one. From 3, to 6.
So yeah, that's fine. This is a prediction, and the prediction is that you would choose the red one, 100% correct.
Brilliant
like
trick.
That. There we go, and that is the Mystic Chips.
How much is that, Pete?
It's about £13.
That's not
Yeah,
bad, is it?
I think it's $12.99.
And you got all those props.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get all the props, but you also get, which is lovely, you do also get another prediction card. So if you want to repeat it again, you can take the red one out and put the green one in and you get a different outcome. So you only use one at a time. That's not an out. You don't have two outs.
No.
That's you put it in the envelope, whichever one you want to predict, and then you can go for it. But yeah, it's
that
quite nice.
is an everyday carry. That is something you. I mean, it's great. It's great. It's a colour psychology type thing, but.
I found my picture, but I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can zoom right in.
Oh yeah, I saw this where he signed his name.
Yeah, hang on. No, it's not.
Oh, back out.
I would have been raging.
Here it comes. There it is.
So, someone signed their name on my card and also finished off their signature on my mat. Look at that.
Oh no, it's madness, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. So you got a dot. He's got a line.
I'm getting rid of that now because I don't want the dot there anymore. It's annoying me.
Yeah, your OCD starts to kick in. You just want to get rid of it. It's got to go.
I quite like this one. This one has a lovely warm feel. Especially on the camera, it has a lovely warm. It's like a navy blue. On the camera, it's coming up like a greeny blue, but it's it's a really nice little comfortable one. I like this one, and it's got no pen marks on it.
Great to lean on.
They are good. Yeah.
Did you have another trick to do?
I could do one more.
Is this
this is a classic.
Magic range?
This is another amazing magic range trick, and this is a classic of magic.
Oh, hang on, I'm going to bring you up full
screen. This one.
1, 2, and 3. I haven't got a magic wand with me today, but we have got these little plastic cups, and I'm going to place them here. 1, 2, and 3. I do the gag. Can you put them on top of the cups? And everyone laughs. Not today, obviously. I'm going to place this one under here. I'm going to place this one under here. And of course, this one goes under here. So where are the balls, Mike?
Where's the ball?
Yeah, where are the balls?
Under the cup.
Under the cup. Okay, so I'm going to take out the first one.
Okay.
Take this one here, and I'm going to place it into my pocket. And then I'm going to take this one here, and I'm going to place it into my pocket. And then I'm going to place this one here, and I'm going to place this also into my pocket.
Yeah, I'm watching.
And what we do is I click my fingers like this. Now this one's back under here.
What now?
This one is back under here, and of course this one is back under here. Oh, and there, boom. Now that being said, it would be amazing if I lifted this one and it was back under here again. I'm going to place it on top this time because it's.
How many balls are you using?
Well, I'm just using this one, and of course my favourite one, which is the best one, which is the one that goes under the yellow one. So where are the balls now, Mike?
On the bottom of the cup. I had to think then.
I was hoping you were going to go along with it.
Yeah, sorry.
If I take this one
and
I place it in my pocket, nothing here.
Yeah.
And I take this one and I place it in my pocket, nothing here.
Yeah.
And I take this one and I place it on my hand, and then I just blow on it. That's gone as well.
Okay.
No, it's over here. But if you hold on to it, no, it's gone again. But then back, a little shake here, little shake here. When I lift up here now, we've got this one under here, this one under here, and this one under here, and that is the cups in the ball.
That is very good.
And the thing is, when we were choosing the cups and balls for the Amazing Magic range, we went for what's known as sort of the dumpy cups. That you find a lot of these cheaper cups and balls. They're
very
thin,
narrow.
Whereas we've gone for the ones that will take a big load, and they've got sort of the design of the proper pro.
They sort of look like the Kenbrook chop cups, don't they?
Yeah.
They are really wide load in there, and they're lovely to hold on to. They are plastic, but again, I use these. I use these in my shows. If I'm going round the tables, I have a little story. I say, my daughter has left some of she's always playing with my magic tricks, and she'd left one of her toys in my box.
Yeah.
But actually, it's cool because I showed her a trick the other day, and I go into the cups and the balls with it. and for adults, and they love it. It's a lot of magicians, a lot of lay people, a lot of adults know the cups and balls, and then this is going to be really weird because it makes no sense, but because the cups are different colours, they think that adds to it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not confusing over which cup is which, whatever.
Sure.
I've had people say to me in the past, they've gone, I don't get it how it was underneath there. And all the cups are different. They're all different, even different colours. That makes a difference. But it doesn't. But in their heads, it makes a massive difference.
It does.
It can't be a trick, which they're not trick cups, but it can't be anything funny about the cups. Because
I like the fact that the balls, the small balls, look the same as sponge balls.
Yeah.
You know, when you get some and then they come up with tennis balls and things like that, you can actually say, well, yeah, I do use more balls. I use these ones.
They are actually exactly the same colour. But you don't get these balls with them. These are the sponge balls from the Amazing Magic range as well.
Sure.
And I teach my sponge ball routine on that. And again, if like I said earlier, sponge balls to me are, for me, they're the best thing in the world. And it's just like that.
No, I love sponge balls.
And you should do it. Have you seen my shadow?
No, come on, let's have a look. That's very
gone.
nice. And you teach that?
Not on the Amazing Magic range. It's something I do to download, but we might stick it on Unlimited at some point.
That is good.
And seeing as we're speaking about Unlimited, we weren't, but you just mentioned it. For anyone that is on Unlimited, the 5th lesson in Andy's coin magic course.
That's great. Course.
Yeah, I believe that's now live. Let me have a look.
That is a great course.
Let me have a look here because Jamie...
While he's looking, get your Snooker, sorcery and Liquefy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to throw a little plug there as well because Andy who works at the shop, who does the coin course, is lecturing at my Newmarket Magic Day in November, and tickets are available for that right now.
Fantastic.
And if ever a magician you want to sit down afterwards and have a chat with, it's Andy. He's a library of information and knowledge. So if you want to learn something, or you want to just have a nice little magic chat, which is what Newmarket is all about, then make sure you get only 20 quid, get your ticket now.
Have you got a dealer's hall?
Yeah, I have actually, but no, I've got a small couple of tables. Why, are you interested?
Maybe.
We'll have a chat later. I'll give you a call
later. Okay.
So
exclusive. We might be having Wayne Gospel Magic Stand, D-Trick at the Newmarket Magic Day as well.
So it's Andy Smith's Coin Magic course, lesson 5, and this week it's productions.
Nice.
So it's almost time for us to say our goodbyes, but I want to drop this in once more before we go. So let me do this and then we'll come back.
Join us on Thursday, August 22nd for the highly anticipated live launch of Total Recall, a sensation that sold out at this year's Magic Live. From Liam Levinan, the brilliant mind behind the best-selling effects Inverto and Ishihara Test, this is an event you won't want to miss. So join us this coming Thursday at 7 p.m. BST on YouTube and Facebook.
So that's this coming Thursday, 7 o'clock on Facebook or YouTube. Join us then for the live launch of Total Recall.
Cool.
I picked up a copy of it, when was I down? Last Tuesday.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
He's going to show me after this, so I haven't seen it.
It's really good. Really good.
Cool.
It's one of those tricks that has a plot that it just flows, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
And you kind of I always look, when I'm looking for tricks that I'm going to do for my punters, for my customers, they've got to be able to just easily flow with what I'm doing and
Sure.
just, and that fits perfectly with it. I don't want to have to try and shoehorn in something or complicate matters. You want something simple and direct and Total Recall. And it gives it like they're doing the trick, aren't they? They're doing they're making all the choices. They're doing everything. You're just kind of like the conduit for them. It's great. It's beautiful.
Exciting. Good stuff.
The other thing that I was playing with as well.
My handy.
I won't give too much away. I'll speak about it on Thursday. But you can actually do this all in their mind. With you literally take the deck out of the box, put the deck on the table without doing your initial display, and then you basically describe what's happening, but with nothing in your hands. Do you know what I mean?
Nice.
And then you pick up the deck for the reveal. So anyway, that's it for this week's Alakazam Live. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you again this Thursday for the live launch. Don't forget to pick up your Liquefy and Snooker sorcery. And also be sure to grab your ticket to Tom Wright's Academy, which is happening next Thursday, the 29th. And I think I don't know if you're here for the live next week because you are down, but you're out filming, Wayne.
I am, yes. I'm going to be down doing some work with Mr. Jamie D. So very exciting. So I'm sure we'll pop in at some point, but I think Tuesday will be all day. I don't think I'll see anything happening. We'll be out all day and I think into the evening.
Yeah.
So if we go live from the shop on Wednesday, I might see if I can give it a wave or something.
Yeah.
If I'm allowed
so
to Jamie that.
Next Tuesday's live, we're going to have to play by ear anyway because Monday's obviously a bank holiday, which means we've got 3 or 4 days worth of orders to catch up on, which is not going to be easy. So
lots of these.
Yeah, lots of those. So guys, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you this Thursday for the live launch of Total Recall. Wayne, thanks for joining us. And of course, our special guest, Mr. Michael Sullivan from Detroit. And I'm going to leave you with the video of Tom Wright to tell you all about his upcoming academy. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again on Thursday evening, 7 o'clock, right here on Facebook and YouTube.
Hello, you wonderful people. I am going to be performing my brand new Alakazam live lecture on the 29th of August. Yes, it's my Alakazam live lecture number 2, so make sure you book those tickets. I'm going to be performing my coin matrix, which I'm not known for coin matrix at all, but I think you'll really enjoy it. And yes, I think it will actually, it could fool you quite badly actually. I'm going to be performing my bottle through table. I'm going to show you the techniques, all the subtleties, the gags, and showing you actually how to perform it properly. I'm going to do story deck, which is great for close-up, but it's also really good for stage, especially on camera. So I think you'll really enjoy the story deck there. I'm going to perform my coin under watch routine, which is great for like the drinks reception. Gets a massive reaction. I'm also performing, I'm going to teach you my card out of mouth. Now, my card out of mouth routine is where the deck of cards does not go in your mouth, which I think is a bit of a giveaway when you actually do that, so I think you'll enjoy that. Also going to be teaching you how to do stand-up magic. That's where you actually get people to stand up at the table, and you can get this like Colosseum effect where some people are sat down, other people from the other tables are stood up, and we're teaching why you should do this. Yeah, so there we go. I'm also teaching you some tips on stage, stage presence, and the way I sort of think and how I put my stage routines together. So yeah, please join me on the 29th of August at the Alakazam Live Lecture number 2. I'll see you there.